What's up, Warhammer fans? As a longtime Horus Heresy enjoyer, I'm not going to call myself a fan. I'm an enjoyer. I'm gonna go with the memes. Warhammer's all about the memes, after all. I want to make sure that we stay and put the pressure on Games Workshop with what they did with the female Adeptus Custodes, and then trying to sweep this under the rug, make sure that this doesn't just go away. I did this with the Stellar Blade thing, too, because I saw that, with the first volley, and this is a long-term war, with the first volley, you have a huge amount of interest. A lot of people are tuning in. Every YouTuber and their mother was making a video about woke Warhammer and then kind of just moved on. But a lot of those were just kind of tourists cashing in on the algorithm real quick. It just is what it is. And you got to just kind of keep the movement going. You got to kind of be a leader in that you still cover the topic, still talk about what's going on, still name and shame throughout the entire thing. It's difficult, especially when there's not news, but we will do what we can. And right now we have a great list from Chainsword 40K of woke Warhammer authors that you should be avoiding. And we're going to talk about that in this video today. So let's get into that, just because we got to do that. And he says he's going to post a good authors to actually back also, and I think that's equally as important. So we'll cover that when that shows up as well. My name's John Delarose, and I am a #1 best-selling science fiction author myself. This is my Stars Entwined series. I've got a trilogy here, which is all on audio. If you've not picked them up on audio, I recommend grabbing the whole trilogy because it does build a huge picture through this. And I've started writing a new series that ties into this, which can be titled Valiant Frontiers. It's going to be about space exploration. It's going to be wonderful. I'm never been so excited to write. It's been great over the last month here, starting off this new venture. And I appreciate you guys for being there. So grab this in the description below. And please join our community. Hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate you being here. Become a YouTube member. See our live streams. I really appreciate everybody. You've been amazing. Some of the best fan base out there. And Warhammer's stupid for saying it's not for you at this point. Let's go over just a couple of the things that have happened recently discovered with this Warhammer deal. We had Mike Brooks, one of the woke Warhammer fantasy authors, putting Sargon of Akkad into his novels as a villain, a slave trader. That was one of the cringiest things I've ever seen. I never understood why authors do that. I put my friends into my novels, and I try to give you glorious deaths if you're one of my friends. But doing this for somebody you don't like online, it's like angrily pounding that keyboard like an idiot. And this is just a hilarious situation where woke went wrong, and Sargon loved it. That's the funny thing. He's like, oh cool, is there a miniature of me? It's funny stuff. And so then there was James Swallow putting in weird gender transition crap into his books, and this is in the 40K universe, so this is absolutely crazy. And there's a warning on a new novel that he's coming out with that's going to look like more woke propaganda. Now, James Swallow is also a Star Trek author. He writes for the Star Trek novelizations and has done similar over there in that series. I'm a big Star Trek reader myself, and I could rant about that, but nobody cares about Star Trek anymore. They killed it. Warhammer's kind of going that direction, hopefully. Oh gosh, we can enact change here because it's a little smaller of a property. We'll see. But now we have this list of full woke authors, and this is really great from Chainsword, so I really appreciate this guy. I'll be honest with you, it's a challenging list to compile. At present, most of the 40K authors incorporate some degree of wokeness into their books, and that's the thing. And a lot of people have grown almost tolerant of wokeness. They'll be like, it's only got one black female strong lead in it. It's not that bad. And you can't tolerate any of it. Once that cancer gets into your books, it just ruins everything. Whether of their own volition or due to directives from higher ups, they all move in the same circles. None openly oppose wokeness because, let's face it, you don't shit where you eat. In today's political climate, the Black Library would likely dismiss any dissenters. Absolutely. A wise inquisitor once said, "There's no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt." And the same principle applies here. I can't provide a foolproof green list. Additionally, woke authors have penned excellent 40K novels devoid of real-life politics. I don't think recently they have, though, Chainsword. I think they may have in the past before they went full deranged with their politics. It seems like there was like a turning point where all of these people like can't write anymore. But that's it. While others are real-life virtue signaling, no hard and fast rule. Admittedly, I haven't read every book by every author on the list. It's impossible. There's too many. But as a rule of thumb, I've delved into at least 3 works by each mentioned, except for those who have authored fewer. Authors are categorized by their political leanings, not quality of their writing. Yeah, that's it. Most pre-2016. Imagine that. I wonder what happened then. Novels are devoid of woke themes. Your mileage may vary. So here they are, the red list. This is the extreme leftist political leanings. They won't stop at inserting their own political opinions into every book they write. Mike Brooks, we already mentioned. Crazy stuff. He is about the worst out of all of them. Aaron Dembski Bowden, this is no surprise. He will write new pronouns and try to insert as much woke content as he can without it seeming forced. He pushes ideas such as female custodies and would probably be the first to write about female space marines if he could. Earlier novels, Night Lords trilogy, are decent, do not include woke themes. Gav Thorpe, he incorporates woke themes such as new pronouns, non-binary characters, other DEI-inspired elements. Whenever possible, he's woke on social media. Graham McNeil, we covered him also, butchered the Bretonnian Knights lore with his woke take. Oh, the Deaf Knights. Oh, yes, that was retarded. Woke on social media. Some woke elements in his older novels. James Swallow writes token LGBTQ characters for brownie points. Yay, woke on social media. Sarah Cockwell. Cockwell? We have Swallow and Cockwell. Oh, geez, you can't make this up. Woke on social media. Can't remember anything woke in her earlier novels. Okay. Yeah, earlier novels seemed to, like, I don't know what happened. 2016, very odd. Robert Rath, he engages in leftist virtue signaling on social media, but to his credit, he doesn't insert political opinions into his books yet. Credit where it's due. He wrote one of the best, if not best, Necron novels. Mark Collins, woke on social media, woke elements in his novels. J.C. Stearns, virtue signaling on social media, has only done short stories, not much to tell there. David Annandale, he has expressed some woke opinions in the past. Currently, his Twitter posts are protected, and he has pronouns in his bio. That's never good. If you have pronouns, it's a disaster, yes. Jonathan Beer is a leftist, and that is the red list here. Yellow are not openly woke, but engage in a little bit of virtue signaling. And so Peter Fahervari, I hope I pronounced that right. He vaguely remembers him being woke. Rachel Harrison, some woke elements in the novels. Matthew Farrer, engaged in virtue signaling on social media. Steve Parker, nothing woke in his Crimson Fist books. However, I've not read the others and nothing concrete. Nate Crowley, he has wrote Chokin Trans Necrons. Oh, joy. Yeah, why is this on the yellow list if he's got trans Necrons? As Necron's novels can be interpreted as supporting Sam's trans rights, which they are. However, he stated that his main inspiration was people with Alzheimer's disease. He has not been fully embraced woke ideology. I would say that's fully embracing woke ideology, Chainsword. I'm a little less charitable than you on that regard. But I'd throw him on the red list. So the green list, these are those authors who have zero woke content so far that we can see. John French, Phil Kelly, Sandy Mitchell, Chris Wright, Guy Haley, Denny Flowers, Robbie McNiven, Justin Hill, Rob Young, Nick Kime, my personal favorite, Dan Abnett, of course, and Ben Counter. Nothing woke in his books. Awesome. So these are the ones that are the ones you should follow if you want to remain a Warhammer 40K fan. And of course, the other ones, not so much. And that's what we got to do. We got to reward the ones that are doing things good, and we got to penalize the ones that are doing things bad. That's what being a consumer advocate is all about, and that's how we're going to eventually change the social pressure to the point that they don't feel like they need to virtue signal. They need to stop doing that in order to retain their customers. Wokeness really is a problem right now, all because of social pressure. Most of the people actually don't care. Most of them just do it for the social pressure or the social kudos or the likes on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. And if the social pressure goes the other way, we'll have less of it. That's just how it goes. And these companies are not immune to this. There's a few ideologues, of course, but most people are kind of in that middle ground where they're just virtue signaling for the sake of it. And we got to support those who are not pushing this agenda and push back against those who are. All right, great list. Thank you, Chainsword 40K, for your service. We really appreciate it. That's it. Leave a comment down below with what you think, my friends. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my trilogy, The Aritian War, and I'm excited to show you where this is going with my very anti-woke books going forward. And we'll see you soon.